Hi, everybody. This is Dunsters and Dragons, and we are starting the second session of Sewers Under Sandwall. I'm going to have my players introduce their characters, and then we'll get on with it. We'll start with you first, Andre.
I am Kama's big orc, half brother Amok. We go through big sewer. Don't fight bats. I'm just bad bats. Bats are bad, and so are ugly halfling on road. But I am a good person. I hear. I take commissions, and I'm mercenary. That's it for me.
All right. Then next, Dana, let's have you.
My character is Pugsy, who is the shortest, ugliest dragonborn rogue you've ever seen and ever will see, ever.
And then next, we have you, Dominic.
Sorry, I was typing something. I am. Oh, hold on a sec. I can't even remember my own name, apparently. Galadrius Velen, the high elf who has part of his problem is that he's incredibly vain, but he also doesn't like anything here or all that stuff. So he might be hard to get along with, but we'll just hope none of you kill him, especially the tiny little rogue.
All right. Then our next one will be John Cook.
Hi, I'm playing Pepsi Green Bottle, a very short human alchemist that is using Warlock for the ideas behind it.
All right. Then we have John Poland.
Hello, I am playing I'm playing Amok, half brother of Kama. I am also half orc and half ogre. That might add up to 1.5, but whatever, it's fine. Amok good. He work with brother, and he also soothsayer.
All right. When we left off, you guys had just entered the Sewers Under Sandwall and had your first encounter with a bunch of acid rats floating down the center, the center where the sewer goes of these large sewer hallways. And
I just managed to kill the second half of the horde with a critical sneak attack.
yes.
With my
That
bow.
would be Pugsy.
Dragon lady murderer. Kill bats, kill rats.
Hey. Dragon lady, good person. We don't like bats. You know that, Amok.
We like murderers.
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, I'm sorry. My disposition was completely off there.
So, as you are speaking amongst yourselves, I think perhaps our fifth player who joined us this time might make his entrance.
Yes, as a body floats down the river with a dagger sticking through his heart. Yeah, I'm all done, folks. Goodbye. Well, he comes into the sewer entrance and he doesn't notice you at first, but he can, as you look at him, he's quite tall for a half-elf and rather skinny too. Kind of forgot mostly everything else about him. So,
Oh, why is he here? What's he doing?
he's also here to get rid of the problems of underneath Sandwall.
So he spoke with Mayor Kelb after this group headed up the beach.
Sadly, he's also afraid of halflings now. He had to run in with a halfling.
Did you meet Cordell the halfling on your way into town also?
Cordell's not a nice halfling.
Very scary.
She's fine. It's just Kama.
Very scary.
Totally.
It's just the one he rolled on his intimidate check.
Yeah, apparently the intimidation backfired.
Yes.
It literally backfired, apparently.
All right. Well,
and you notice an orb floating around him.
All right, I would say that Kama would not be looking back towards the entrance if I were to be sincere to the last storyline. So he would just keep on charging forward. But if anyone wants to get his attention and say, hey, look at the floating orb guy, I'll be more than willing to turn around.
Kama, wait. There's an elf entering the sewer.
Yeah, elf where?
Pugsy just hisses.
Kama turns around, looks,
Amok
probably.
points.
What do you want, elf?
I'm here to get rid of the problem underneath the Sandwall. And right now, you two, or three, it's 4 actually, I didn't notice the 2 short ones, are standing in my way.
No, you standing in our way. Kama, tell him. I'm
at the entrance. How could I be standing in your way? You could literally go farther into the sewer without,
But
being a problem.
Kama keeps on smelling him. You want to fight sewer by yourself. You must be strong. Go. We let you go in sewer. We wait. See if you survive.
I was. He kind of looks, a little concerned at first. He's like, regains his composure, and he has a frown on his face, and he looks at the orc with one eyebrow raised with a smirk. He's like, I can do that. Just watch, you puny demon spawn.
All right, that would be it. Immediately, Kama would go to grab him by the neck and just say, if we're going to roll for this or what, Kama would go, what'd you say?
It seems to me that Kama would be able to grab him and pick him up.
Okay.
As long as you're not
I wouldn't pick him up. I would just because Kama saw the glowing orb, so Kama would just reflexively kind of just try and intimidate him. But he would just grab him by his neck, so that would be it.
Yeah, as long as you're not attempting to hurt him.
He's actually rather heavy. He's tall. He's kind of skinny, but he's tall enough that he has some weight on him. Though I did roll a critical failure for the strength save, so he's not doing so well.
That pretty much takes care of that problem.
All right, so
Doesn't look strong.
Kama would look back at Amok and Dragon Lady and Human and go, should I smash him now? Or he go ahead and die, and then we take what he has when he does not survive.
I get the buck.
Yeah. Amok, what you want?
Amok seems perplexed, still dealing with the intricacies of not understanding how the elf is behind them but not blocking them. That conversation is going over in his mind. Maybe he's in front. Maybe he go. I don't know, Kama.
Okay. Dragon Lady, what you want?
If he goes first,
sadly, the 5th person's not going to last very long in this campaign. He's going to die in the first 5 minutes.
I tell Amok, if he goes in front, he will be in the way. A nod.
Oh. Amok, you want this elf in the way?
Maybe if he has beer, he'd join us.
Oh, beer? You, Kama would turn around. You have beer.
I have whiskey.
Oh, whiskey! Welcome to the group.
Elf part of group now.
And he's like, but this is 200 years old. And he pulls out his bag and gives it to you. He's like, my mother gave that to me.
I'm assuming Kama and Amok would be fighting over this, hand and fist. So it'd be like, mine.
And literally, there's only like, one shot left because.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Dude, it could be empty. You'd still fight over it.
It's a bottle of bourbon. I'm gonna eat it.
At this, I say, would you rather have his stuff or my stuff?
Huh?
I pull out another of those shots that I gave you last time.
Oh, this why human here. Come forget.
I'll trade you. You know my stuff is good.
The whiskey is very strong, by the way. Yeah. I fall asleep with just half a glass.
I don't think like
You pruny elf.
Kama would have to like compare the volumes. He would like look at one bottle and the other and see which one has more.
Yeah, but the thing
Whiskey
about it
has 48%
is remember how
alcohol.
mine made you feel.
Yeah, but Kama would not understand like proofing and alcohol percentages. He would just look for liquid, like which one has more liquid. He would
Yeah, it would get you drunker if you had more liquid of a lesser variety of alcohol.
And just for good measure, I give the elf one.
Oh, so you're just distributing, you're like handing out liquor now.
I have a few.
The elf drinks it, and he's like,
Okay, who's going to drink his liquor?
The elf,
I am, because the last time I had some amazing results.
Yeah, everybody, let's see, do a con save.
well, the elf's dead already, but
Pugsy stays kind of back.
Critical failure.
All right, sorry. For some reason I didn't have Kama's sheet open. Just give me one moment.
Sure. What were you doing,
All right.
Pugsy?
But I trade them for the elf whiskey.
Staying back towards the shadows, watching up and down the aisleway while they're preparing to get drunk.
Yeah, well, the elf's drunk now because, he
Yes,
rolled a critical
the elf
failure.
is drunk. Just hang on, Davi, and wait till everybody's done their thing, and then we'll, Did Amok drink any?
No. Amok does the old whoop, like he's gonna drink, but he dumps it behind him.
All right, so he's not drunk. And did he find Kama's sheet yet?
Yeah, he rolled a 6.
I think he's drunk too.
All right.
So we have a very drunken elf who's, staring at his toes and stumbling around.
Well, high elves are not supposed to get drunk, but apparently
Oh, I suppose they're immune to poison, but he's going to be drunk for a little while.
He's looking at his hand. He's like, I didn't realize I had 3 of these.
And I do snag back the elven whiskey and kind of make it so that it kind of disappears. And if you want, I'll do a sleight of hand if you want.
In this crowd, nobody's really going to care. They're all, the ones that care about the whiskey are busy messing with the stuff you traded for it.
Yeah. Right now, the high elf doesn't even see the whiskey, so he's
right. He's out of the picture.
He's seeing a couple other things.
I see.
You're seeing the magic of my alchemy kit.
So,
The sewers are probably spinning around him quite vigorously.
as you guys are dealing with all of this, let's see. Why don't you all roll me a perception check, and the two that are drunk at disadvantage?
I've got a 17.
Okay.
Pugsy's at 16, but she was also watching, so I don't know if that gives her anything.
Perception.
Both of them are 13, so I rolled 10 on each roll. So
Also, Gizmo is still fluttering around for me.
Come on, roll 16.
Amok.
Oh, wait, no, disadvantage. Oh, please.
Amok roll 24.
Come on, roll 6.
That's more appropriate. So, very definitely, the two that are drunk don't really notice too much, but the others clearly do hear some scritching and some scratching coming down from the what would be their left-hand side. As they go in, they're in kind of a large chamber now that has this channel that's 6 feet wide and 6 feet deep down the middle that has the sewer gunk going through it. And so to the left side, they hear some like scritching and scratching, and I want everyone to roll initiative.
Ooh. Initiative.
Yep. Let's see how well I'm rolling.
All right. Initiative D20 plus 2. Boom, 5.
Sounds right.
Buck gets 7.
Bugsy? Oh, you people are putting things over there.
Yeah, I forgot to add the dex on my original initiative, which you might want to use the 16 because I am drunk. So
yeah, I think your dex is definitely. Let's see, I'm still missing someone in my head here.
Dragon Lady.
Bugsy, oh, there she is. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see if I can get this.
Human 17.
Okay, cool. All right. I think this would be easier than it is. Where'd you go, Pugsy? Pugsy, where did you go in here? You go in here. All right, well, what you see coming towards you is there's a group of several goblins, and some of these goblins they're similar to the ones that you've seen. Let's see, did you fight this group already? No, you haven't. Okay, so what you're seeing then is you're seeing several goblins coming towards you, and 3 of them have large fire bats on leashes, and kind of a, you know, I'm so organized, yes. All right. Yes, kind of this weird bark-like skin on them. So they look like they're probably really tough. And then you've got some other goblins that are really mutated and weird looking with these giant metal teeth tusks coming up on the bottom and these crazy googly eyes. And then you have a bunch of, what is earth? I seem to be missing some descriptions. There we go. As you can see, I was entirely ready for this. Oh yeah. And then the other group is very, very bulky through the shoulders and very brutish and very nasty looking. And the first person to go would be Pepsi.
How far away are they?
Let's see. They've just come around the corner. They're probably about 20 feet away.
Okay. And how tightly packed together are they?
I would say they're somewhat spread out. The ones, see, the ones with the fire bats are kind of hanging back a little bit. And the ones with the barky skin are getting ready to kind of just rush into you.
So
they're kind of together, and then the ones with the weird teeth are holding back a little, and the great big strong looking ones are definitely holding back. They're separated out.
Okay. How many people? How many of them would I be able to get in like a 5-foot cone?
In a 5-foot cone? That's like shooting out. Okay. This is my map is not really to scale. I would say probably 3 of them. Kind of maybe one of the barky looking ones and a couple of the ones with the tusky teeth.
Okay. I move forward just enough to get them in the 5-foot cone going for me.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is those shots that I've been handing out, I carry them actually for a reason. I toss a bit in my mouth, breathe out, and as I do, it catches fire. I'm doing burning hands.
Okay.
They need to do a dex save. And I'm doing it where none is within 5 feet of me directly.
Okay. What's the DC on the dex save?
That would be a DC 14. No, 13, I'm sorry.
All right, let's see. All right. You definitely missed the one with the barky skin. And of the other 2 with the ugly teeth, you hit the small one and you missed the taller one.
Well, the ones that made their save are going to
Okay.
take half, and I did 14 damage.
All right, so that's 7.
And then I'm going to move back, pulling out my shotgun.
I'm sorry, that would be 14 damage total and 7 damage to the others, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the one goblin with the metal teeth is just, I mean, he's pretty much almost dead. The other one's bloodied. The big guy with the barky skin, he's still in pretty good shape.
And as I move back, you hear it chick chick as the push and thrower gets cocked and loaded.
All right. Then our next one is going to be Velen, and you see that 3 of these monsters, these goblin type monsters, are injured, and there's still quite a few other things going on. So, what do you want to do?
Is it my turn?
Yes, sir.
I went and did something. So
It is your turn.
well, after he realizes there's something down, is it to the left or to the right?
Kind of off to your left. By the way, you're facing west, so it would be south.
Okay, south. And which longitude and latitude is it? By the way? That was a joke. Longitude and latitude.
Oh, okay. I didn't quite follow it.
He actually regained some of his composure after he realizes there's danger, and his eyes roll back in his head, and his orb starts floating over like his right hand, and it has like purple hand type arrow things slowly drift out of it. And he raises the orb in his hand towards the goblins and casts magic missile on them.
Okay, so which ones are you going to cast magic missile on?
2 of the bark ones and one of the big. Actually, I'm going to cast it at the 2nd level slot, so 2 of each. 2 of the bark and 2 of the big strong ones.
Okay.
They have to. Actually, they can't do anything, so.
Do they get to do any kind of save for how much damage
magic
it does?
missile is no save.
I know it always hits. Okay. So how much damage?
The 2 big guys take 2 points of damage and 2 points of damage each. So And one of the bark guys takes 3 points damage, and another one of the bark guys takes 5 points damage. And he's going to draw his long sword as a free action.
Alrighty. And are you going to move? Are you done with your turn?
I'm done with my turn.
Where are you in relationship to the other guys? Are you still kind of behind them?
Yeah, behind everybody, basically.
All right. Cool. Now it's the goblin's turn. And the first thing that they're going to do is they're going to release the 3 fire bats.
Oh, Clud.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I know. It's a scary thing because you know.
Comma. It's bats. Run away. Comma, it's bats.
So we have 3 fire bats and they're going to come flying out at you.
Kama will not make sound till his turn like a good orc.
He's not going to scream like a barrel and run away yet. And they're like flying all over the place, kind of zipping and zapping. And let's see. Who's basically in the front? Is that Kama?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Actually, I believe a mock would be the one. So I didn't move when we all moved forward.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because I
Yeah.
pulled back to talk to the elf. That's right. Yep.
What's
You-
your
So please attack me.
armor class?
A mock's armor class is 14.
Okay.
I
So
thought you were going to say 4, so I was like, uh-oh.
yeah, really.
I'm not gonna die.
No, I'm not going to die yet. Okay, so yeah, I guess they're going to attack you. That's what they're going to do. They're going to, let's see. Okay, one of them gets out this horrible screeching noise. Yeah! And just it's awful. And it's going to hit you. So as it does this, it makes this horrible screeching noise and just like fire goes flying out of it. And this bolt of fire hits you and does 6 points of fire damage to you.
Oh,
And also, what's within 5 feet of you? Anything? Anybody?
the only one in that area would have been Pugsy if she was even that close.
Pugsy was back in the shadows.
That's right. She was back in the shadows. How flammable is your clothing?
Petsy did move back, so he might actually be
Kama's got to be next to his
closest
brother.
person to him.
I would imagine Kama would be next to him.
Yeah.
You guys have anything that you would consider flammable?
Underwear.
I don't think we're burning your underwear.
Oh, okay. No.
Hair.
Don't want to take a
Skin.
stitch on that one.
Kama have no hair.
Does Amak have any hair? Does he have a
Thinking
beard?
backpack.
Tell me he's got a beard.
No, a mock half ogre. We have no hair.
Oh, she has a beard.
He's got to have.
Half-orc with a beard.
Don't have tusks. Don't have beard.
All right. Well, the sleeve of your shirt is going to catch fire.
Okay, thank you.
That's your 6 points of damage, see, because your shirt catches on fire and starts to burn your arm. Then the other 2 are just going to try to bite you. And okay. One of them's going to miss. I think he's dodging the if I have the right dice. There we go. He's dodging the firebolt his friend sent out. And the other one is going to miss also. So that's what happens with the fire bats.
Stupid bats.
Also, Carol, they're going to be on fire too.
The fire bats are going to be on fire?
Burning Hands catches people on fire.
Oh, the one. Okay. The ones
I
that
thought
you
they were- I
hit
thought-
will be on fire.
I thought that they were already on fire. I thought that you said that they were flaming bats.
These are flaming bats, and that's not Burning Hands won't catch them. They didn't cast Burning Hands, so they're not on fire. And he didn't hit the bat.
But I hit the goblins.
Oh, I see. Okay,
Yeah, but you
forgive me.
didn't
I
hit the bats,
misunderstood.
so the bats aren't on fire. Okay. The goblins you hit should be on fire. I'll make a little note here.
It doesn't do any extra damage, but it's really inconvenient for them.
Actually,
Okay.
I mean, technically, by raw, it doesn't actually ignite anything carried or worn.
Okay. Because it
But
just says
Your UDM
flammable
do
items.
anything you
Okay,
want.
I get it. You're right. Flammable items within 5 feet of the target catch on fire, but that doesn't include clothing.
Oh, okay.
The next
Sorry.
line says the fire ignites any flammable. You can always read the full description.
Well, I don't. I'm using the description from the supplement that doesn't include that.
Ah, she got you.
These are fire bats, man. These are different.
No, I wasn't talking about the fire bats. Fire bats can do what they want. They're monsters. I'm saying the player casting Burning Hands. Burning Hands does not set things on fire that are being worn or carried. Once again, I don't really care about rules. If you want me to tell you, I'll tell you. Otherwise, I'll just not.
Oh no,
let the
I would
rules-
like to know. I want to know for sure. I appreciate it.
You talk to
So the
Mark.
creatures would not actually be on fire.
If there was like straw or something in the path of his burning hands, that would be on fire.
Gotcha. Oh, you mean like sewer gases?
Sure.
No, this room, fortunately, being near the entrance, is not full of sewer gases. So we didn't explode the room. We're good.
Might be something to keep in mind for later.
All right. Next, we have the bark-skinned goblins. And all three of those run into melee attack. And I think one of those is going to go after people. All right. Two of those are going to go after Kama. Oh my gosh. One of those critically fails and slips and slides into the trough of sewer crap in the middle of the room. And the other one doesn't do a whole lot better and is sort of slipping and sliding around and totally misses Kama. And the third one, I'm afraid is going to go after Amok. And he's going to actually hit him. I don't know why you have all the luck there, Amok.
What I'm there for, take damage.
Yes, yes.
He's
Is that what
basically-
it is?
This is what happens when you rules lawyer.
Yeah, mock warrior and rules lawyer. Where's Tom?
Everything. Okay. So he's going to come in. He's got a scimitar, and he swings the scimitar and does 6 points of damage to you. All right. Then we're going to go to the little nasty biting things, which scurry around and try with their crazy teeth to bite everything they can. How far back was Pepsi?
Pepsi had said he would withdrew a little bit, so he may be about 10 to 15 feet away. Is that correct, Pepsi?
About 15 feet.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But they'd have to because I mean the whole thing is like 15 feet wide with a 6-foot wide channel down the middle. But I'm assuming you're all kind of on the same side of that channel, on the south side where the monsters are. So it's going to have to be my first two. So let's see. All right, Kama. Let's see what these little bitey things coming around. They're biting at your ankles with their little crazy teeth. Oh, was your armor? What? They're not super big. They're a little bit smaller than the other ones. And Kama, what is your armor class?
Kama's armor class is a 17.
That's right. Okay. Well, they're biting and all they're getting is your armor from the looks of it. Unless, this one might possibly be a hit. Nope. They're all just chewing on your armor to no avail, actually.
And what do they look like with these small little things? What are they?
They're goblin-like. They're goblins, but they're like kind of small, and they have these big buggy eyes and big teeth, and then a
Oh, they're
couple
like
of
homunculi.
these huge metal teeth coming up from the bottom.
I want to smash them. They're like little things. Okay, cool.
And then the big brawny ones are kind of hanging back a little bit and just watching to see how everybody's going for this turn. And then now it's Pugsy's turn.
Okay, first Pugsy is going to use, what the heck is this called? Cunning action to take a bonus action to hide, which is a stealth check. So that would be 12.
You're gonna fail.
Okay. Darn it, why? Anyways. So
But you cannot behave as if you thought you fail.
Right? Yeah, you don't know that you failed, but
You think you hiding.
Which enemy looks the least damaged out of everybody?
are you going to do a distance thing or a melee thing?
Probably distance, yeah, because I'm still not right up with everybody.
Well, there's one of the big, heavy-shouldered, tough-looking guys that doesn't seem to have taken any damage at all yet. Plus one of the bark guys hasn't taken any, and a couple of the little bitey guys haven't.
Oh, there's 3 kinds?
Yeah. And there's the fire bats, too.
Oh yeah, bats. Okay, I'm going to attack one of the bats because I like Kama.
Okay.
The bat is within 5 feet of a mock anyways, right?
Correct.
Okay. Okay.
But you don't get any advantage on your attack.
Right. I am drawing my bow and shooting at the one that shot fire at a mock, which is my to hit on this thing. 17 to hit.
Perfect. You hit it.
And that is with sneak attack because it's within 5 feet of an enemy.
Correct.
So I get 3d6 plus 2. That would be 14 damage.
All right. Tell me how you. Well, you're gonna kill it. Put it that way. Tell me what a great shot you made, and let's move on.
I draw my short bow and send this arrow flying, and it just tears straight through the body of this miserable fire bat, and its innards splaying everywhere.
And then what's left goes fluttering to the floor. Is there anything else you want to do? Do you want to move or say anything or do anything else?
Not really.
All right.
I'm still back behind everybody because I was hanging back and watching anyways.
Right.
I tell Kama, one less bat.
All right, Amok.
Crap. Amok steps forward. The largest of the goblins. How far away is he, Carol?
Oh, they're probably. Okay, let me take a quick look here and get an idea for this. If you guys are here, I would say the big guys that are hanging back kind of behind everybody are probably 30 feet away, but some of the other goblins are in between you and them.
Amok moves behind his brother and slashes out with his pike, which reaches at 10 feet, so I can strike over him into the creatures in front of him at the bats.
All right.
I rolled a 21.
Is it correct that it's saying that there were 2 bats? That was the original count.
There were 3.
3.
So we're
One is
down
dead.
one. We have 2.
We have 2 left. Okay.
So yeah, that will definitely hit.
It sucks. I rolled a 4 for damage.
Well, this poor thing is fluttering around with sort of like 1.5 wings after you hit it. It doesn't have much left, but it still manages to sort of keep in the air. It's probably going to turn around when it has a chance to fly away. I mean, it's a sad little bat. Is there anything else you want to do?
No, that's it.
Does the bat fall?
I think it's got just enough. Yeah, I think it does actually. I think it actually.
Does it fall into the water?
I don't. I'll roll.
Okay.
Yeah, it does. He hits it and he knocks it and it kind of pushes it out of the way and it flutters off and hits the water.
Does it extinguish when it hits the water? The flame?
That's a good question. I don't think so, actually. I mean, the part of the bat it hits the water with its bottom end and its top end is where the flames come from. So it doesn't quite extinguish it. It's not going to drown or anything, but it's definitely
okay. Cool.
where it is. And then I think we're probably. Are you done, Amok? Okay, Kama.
Okay. Kama would be like, and then he would see the dragon lady kill the bat, and then he would see his brother just take another bat down and watch it roll on the ground, and then in complete panic, he would try and escape by taking his move action. He would probably step on the bat that's fell in the water, and then try and swing at the bat that's blocking his way to get out of the sewer, and he will do his double attack that way just to try and get the hell out of there.
All right.
And here we go. So it'd be 1 and 2. And he would 22 and a 17.
All right, you're going to definitely squash the bat that's partly. I think he's partly in the water.
Yeah,
so you're going to be able, because you're not going to dump into a 6-foot trench to step on him.
Right.
So he's partly in the water, and you can squish him on the side there.
All right. So with the 17 and with a 17 and a 22, does he hit?
Yes, you'll hit the other bat too. And what's the damage?
14.
Perfect. You took that other bat out too in your crazy gyrations.
All right. So, but see, he would not stop running to escape. He wouldn't realize that all the bats are dead. He would just keep on going, bats, bats, and then that would be the conclusion of his turn.
Which way is he running?
Well, he doesn't really know which way he came from, right? He's lost, like they're deep in the sewers. So I'm assuming
they're the first chamber from the entrance, right?
Oh, is that what it is? Can I see the entrance? Okay, so then I'd run towards the entrance. I
could, yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably just continue to run, but I would not realize that all the bats are gone. So I just kind of leave my party.
Okay.
Carol, can I use my reaction to block him? With my attack of opportunity? Since I move behind him?
I would definitely give it a try.
Trip him or something?
I think it. What would it be, like a strength chest? Contest the strength chest?
That's up to you. I was just going to melee him. Hit him.
Just going to hit him? I don't know. You think you can hit him?
Yeah, I can try. I don't know. Oh, come on, stop!
All right.
I think maybe a contestant strength check makes more sense.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
All right.
How do I understand it?
Oops.
Unless you've got acrobatics you could use or something cool.
Well, he rolled a 13.
Yeah, I rolled a 13.
I'm rolling a 1d20. I rolled a 10. So now what you do?
I mean, Kama's drunk and in a panic. So what are you going to do? How are you going to stop him?
So Amok had already moved behind him in preparation for his run away because he knew he was gonna. And he puts his pike up after stabbing at the fire bat and then holding it out just sideways, almost as if he's bouncing on a high wire. And Kama, you just kind of slam into it. And then there's that second where we're both pushing. And I give him a nod.
Kama's feet slip.
Wrong way, Kama. Wrong way.
Oh, there's bats, Amok. Come on.
Oh, jeez.
All right.
Not anymore. All right. Now we can go to Pepsi.
Okay. I am going to shoot one of the little ones that are trying to bite at
All right.
Amok.
Are you going to shoot one of the ones that's been hit already? There's one that's bloodied and one that's somewhat damaged.
Actually, I'm going to cast my second spell and do Hex. And then I'm going to Hex the one that hasn't been hit.
All right, there's 2 that haven't been hit. There's 4 total.
Okay, one of them.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take a shot. And that'll be a 13 to hit.
That will not hit.
Okay.
What does your hex do?
Hex means that one ability score skill check is a disadvantage, and I'm going to do that for strength.
Okay.
And I do an extra D8 of damage if I hit.
Ah, I see. Bummer. And is there anything else you wanted to do on this turn?
That's it.
All right, Velen. Galadrius Velen. What do you intend to do? Shot of the elf whiskey. Shot is gone. Dummy?
My turn?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wake up, dummy.
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay.
Reading something.
You have no bats. You have 3 of the bark guys around, one of which is undamaged, 2 of which are one's pretty beat up, one's kind of in the middle.
Can I go out in front of everybody?
If you want to.
Yeah, because then I'm going to cast Thunder Wave on whoever's out there. So, he pushes through the half ogre and the...
I think I go around him. 2 walls and this skinny elf.
He's not.
Jump over him. No, I can't do that. They're too tall.
Oh.
You see a hand reach through in between them?
Oh, but he'd have to get up close. That might not be so good.
He's not weak, though. He's actually stronger than a normal human, so. But he will try to push through them at first, but God was like, it's a big rock. He's like, fine, I'll go around you. He goes around them. And then he's going to cast Thunder Wave, which I completely forget what that spell does, so I have the player's handbook with me.
I have to find my player's handbook, too.
I could look it up unless you don't believe me.
I can trust you to say what's there.
So it does 8 million points of damage and it pushes everything back a million miles. So,
All right, man, that took care of that problem.
I am all powerful.
The rest of the score is gone.
Yeah.
You've solved the whole thing. Game's over.
We took care of it, Sandwall, but Sandwall's
right.
gone too.
Come on, dummy.
A wave of thunderous force sweeps out from you. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a Constitution saving throw.
Hold it. So you need to be 15 feet past these guys.
Oh, it's a cube.
Yeah, it's a cube. You can do that. I mean, you could get 15 feet past them.
That means I'm going to be in the horde of the...
It kind of makes you in the horde of the creatures, yes.
Oh, I'll do it.
Do it.
Kama just wants me to die.
No, come on, like an elf. You have
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just going to do one for each group of creatures. Then they all fail. Every single one of them. I can't ever roll anything. It just sucks.
They take. Hold on a second.
I can't roll higher than 5 as a DM. I just can't.
They take 12 points of thunder damage and are pushed 10 feet away.
Okay.
That was awesome.
That is awesome.
He does like the superhero landing, and among someone he jumps, he's like, and they go every which way.
Holy cow. Take me all day to subtract these dudes out.
If there's any unsecured objects, they are also automatically pushed 10 feet away.
I don't think there is so much at this point. So, you kill
Some of them
one
don't-
of the bork-skinned guys, the two injured toothy bite guys, and do some serious damage to all the brawn guys, and they all go just flying backwards away from you. And smashing into walls and smashing into each other and falling. One or two of them fall into the water, nasty glowing green sewer channel in the middle of the room. And you've got, I mean, they're like flying in the air and smashing into the walls. And there isn't a one of them now that isn't pretty seriously damaged. And we're down to 2 bark guys, 2 bite guys, and 3 brawn guys. Which are all kind of like, what just happened?
A really loud noise. I believe it would shake the sewers. Shake the sewers.
Oh yeah. I think some of the stones fall, even though this is the stonework in this is dwarven and very finely crafted. You know, I think some of the stones are like fell out in a place or two along the sides, because and the roof is 15 feet up, so it's not as perfect as it used to be.
What in Gamok was that?
The elf says, "That's being a badass." That's what.
Maybe he should go along.
Juggling, right?
And he's like, "All you weaklings can't do that now, can you?"
I can't wait till my turn.
So at this point, one of the 2 bark guys are gonna turn on a comma, excuse me. No, hold it. You guys ran back. No, he stopped you from running back.
Yes, he stopped me, so I'm still with him.
Actually,
But also keep in mind the elf is out in front in the middle.
I was going to say the one who's out there in the way is actually Galadriel's Velen. So these 2 guys are going to go after the little wizard, big wizard, excuse me.
Oh, little wizard, big wizard.
Whatever he is.
These goblins are huge.
Oh my gosh. Well, one of them's actually going to hit you.
One of them? Oh, I'm
One of them.
so afraid.
One of them swings. Okay, let's see. These are the bark guys. Make sure I have this right. What they can do. One of them swings his scimitar in you, completely misses, overbalances, and falls into the slot down the middle of the room.
It swings his scimitar in me?
No, at you. And he just completely loses his balance and falls into the slop on the slippery floor. The other one actually manages to hit you with a scimitar. He's pretty angry because
the other one swings a scimitar in you.
Yes, and the other one gets his scimitar in him. Perfect. And that's going to be. He's going to do 5 points of damage. Oh.
The elf, when he gets cut, he's like, "I'm dying. Somebody give me a nice burial."
That so belongs in this group. That is perfect.
Yes, it does, doesn't it? And then the little bitey guys are going to come, and there are 3 of those pretty beat up little bitey guys left. And I think they're actually afraid of this elf, and so they're going to go back and attack Kama, because they're really concerned that this little elf is just going to do something horrible if they even touch him. All right, Kama, let's see what they can do to you. Oh, little bitey things are a lot more lucky this time. One little bitey thing gets a giant big ass hold to you with a nat 20. I didn't know I could roll that.
Kama don't care.
Yeah, come on, don't care.
I about to eat the head off of this little bitey thing next round. Grip it by its throat and jump on its skull.
You can hear in the background, like when you're saying this, you hear. It's like, somebody, I'm dying.
Yeah. The one that gets a really good bite on you actually does a whole 6 points worth of damage.
Oh, temporary hit points. Bye-bye.
Kama, don't die.
But the other two also get a hold of you. Not such a fantastic one. And between them, they do 5 points worth of damage.
Okay, 1 second. So 4 minus 2, that's 34. Then another 5. Okay, 29. Okay, so Kama getting pissed off.
All right, then we have those three brawn guys, big brawny guys. And seeing that their little guys need some help this time, they're all in it. And first one's going to do this huge pounce thingy, and he's going to use his powerful legs. He's going to just pounce on you. And I think the first one that pounces is going to try to pounce on that wizard. That's what he's going to do.
Even though the wizard's dead, he's going to pounce on him?
You're not actually dead.
He doesn't think that.
Well, the wizard doesn't understand why this thing is jumping on him when he's dead, but it's going to. Oh no, and it's going to nat 20. Now you will be dead, right?
Now he is really dead, but the times have changed. Now he can't say he wants a nice burial, does he?
Yes. So yes, he gets, let's see. Ooh. All right, he does 13 points of damage with his first punch as he leaps upon you. And then he's going to kick you. Oh, and he's going to hit with that one too.
Like I told you, the wizard's only going to last 5 minutes.
He's not going to last very long, is he? All right, where's the dice I need? It should be right here. How hard can it be? There we go. Well, that was 3 points of damage. That wasn't too scary. Are you actually dead yet?
Nope. Down to 7 hit points, though, so he's not doing so well. Now he's lying on the ground like, ow. That hurt.
All right, I still have 2 big brawny guys to go, too.
No! He's going to die.
No, they're going to go after... I think it's a Mock's turn, isn't it? Why am I rolling 3 dice to attack one person?
Sounds
What?
good to me.
I guess I'll just do 1. Okay, Amok. They miss you. The other one's going after Kama, and he misses Kama.
Can't hit the broadside of a barn.
Can't hit the broadside of an orc, that's for sure. Oh no, they did Pouncer. That's right, they get 2 attacks. I'm going to attack on each of you, both of which miss. Back to my normal rolling.
Amok was hoping the Grandma wouldn't remember the 2 attacks.
That's all right, because Grandma can't roll anything. And now, Pugsy!
Okay, Pugsy's going to once again take her bonus action to attempt to hide.
Pugsy's a coward, apparently.
Pugsy's sneaky.
Which gives her a 10, which probably is not super...
Epic maneuver.
I still think she's half kobold.
That might...
She's an orphan, who knows?
Maybe that's why she's so ugly.
It could explain a lot.
All right, come on. Do something cool.
So who's... Let's see.
Oh, we've got a couple of barks.
Ugly big bark skin guys next to each Amok and Kama, right?
Yeah, there are.
Okay.
There's big ugly bronze guys next to them too, and one next to a rather sad-looking wizard out there.
I don't know the wizard. I like Amok and Kama.
He's actually looks like he's dying. He doesn't look like he's sad. But...
It looks a little more like he's dying than he did the first time he died.
Wizard call Wolf. Wizard fine. She's going to fire her short bow at whichever of the barkskin guys is closest, so probably the one attacking Amok.
Okay.
Don't let the wizard hear you say that. The wizard's fine.
I need help.
Go on, Anna.
19 to hit.
That will hit.
Oh, you still have 9 hit points.
And
Actually, he has less than 9. He has 7. So.
And yeah, let's stay on the thing.
He's within 5 feet of Amok then, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's another sneak attack.
I'm sorry, what did you hit the first one for? How much damage?
The first, I don't know.
Oh.
A long time ago. That was the bat.
No. Oh, you haven't hit. You haven't rolled yet? I thought you gave me a number you rolled, and it sounded pretty good, but I guess it was something.
19 was my 2-hit chance.
To hit chance.
Yes.
So you hit. Okay.
Yes.
So how much damage did you do?
Wow, I can't math. Okay. 5
That's
plus 4 is 9, 11.
All right. Well, that one's just snickers in there and kills that dude.
Thunk. The arrow comes flying out of the shadows, and there's just thunk noise. It's like sprouting out of his neck.
Carol, do we have inspiration points? Do we start with them any, or any, or all, or none?
Inspiration points. I like inspiration for it.
What?
I'm all for inspiration. Everybody starts with one.
Okay,
and
good.
Don't forget, Dominic, that your wizard does have a beat.
Yes. Yeah, the beat that tasted horrible in the last game that we had. It tasted like turds, is what my brother decided.
This is not the last game. Just you can editorialize later. So okay, she killed one of those guys. Flat out killed him. Was there anything else in your turn? Bugs?
No, I'm going to continue to hang about 10 feet back behind the Orc brothers and my next chance to attack.
Half orc.
The brother part is Orc, okay? The
That's
part
true.
of his brothers is all Orc. So,
Dragon lady, right? Dragon.
I'm pretty sure Amok will take that. All right, so Pugsy's
Blood
finished her
family.
turn?
What?
Is Pugsy finished her turn? Now we're getting to the Orc brothers. Amok first.
Whirly twirly.
It's
Twirly.
Amok pushing Kama forward once again. Go, brother. Be like Grumsh when he killed the dozens of elves that stood in his way on the lands of Felnor. And I will inspire my brother. You now have 1 bardic inspiration. So you can use that D6 anytime you make a D20 roll. You can also use it for damage because I am a blade.
So, okay, so I add a D6 roll to all my D20s?
No, to any one roll that you make. You can either use it for damage or a D20
okay.
for the next minute. Anyway.
Oh, shit, let's go. Okay.
And then I will actually move as far forward as I can.
Okay.
And just hopefully my brother moves forward. Come on, Mark.
Are you telling your son self to come? I'm
Yes, I inspired you. Now I need to inspire myself.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Or John made mistake. Whichever.
Latter most likely, but it okay because it's funny.
So, Amok, you inspired your brother. What else did you do?
I just moved forward, trying to gain as much ground as possible to get near the elf. I mean, the guy I don't like him in. I
The
don't
half-dead creature out there.
half dead.
You should be able to get to him.
So I straddle him like any good defender would do and poke at anything that comes near me with my pike.
Yeah, the elf's just rolling around the ground like, and you can just imagine like his ghost floats out.
Open up.
Is that everything then? For Amok?
Absolutely.
All right, Kama.
Okay, you would see the words of Amok motivate Kama, and you would notice, you would hear the gentle like snapping and ripping of the leather skins on the side of the two skull war hammers that he has, and he would go, "Yes!" and he would run his top speed to the largest enemy that's there, and he would attempt to do an acrobatic jump off of his brother's back and attack from high ground for advantage.
Go for it. Okay, roll an acrobatics roll.
All right, here we go. That D20 plus 4. He rolls 7. So eloquent and very graceful.
Did you want to use that inspiration that we just let you have?
Yes, and I roll 5.
So that's not an improvement, dear. You run up there and stomp one big foot in your brother's back, and then you trip over him. But you managed to roll up on your feet, so
Okay.
because you know.
Then he would Kama would say something like "totally planned," and then he would just attack.
All right.
I'm envisioning he comes up and sort of kicks his brother and steps back and is like, yeah.
Something like that. And then kind of dodges his way out there like he was cool.
Right.
I like that better.
I will use Bardic Inspiration for an upgrade to my 2 attack on my main hand, so that would be a 16. Wait, I have to roll the d6, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You rolled an attack, and you're adding your inspiration.
Yeah, I have a remember, I'm a 2-handed attack. I rolled a 10 and a 17. Obviously the 17 is going to hit, but I just used my inspiration, so I don't have any more.
Not yet.
But yeah, unless my brother wants to, somebody wants to help me. But if not, actually, it's not worth it. I'm gonna only hit once.
Okay.
Because
And you're attacking one of the big brawny guys?
Yeah, I'm gonna attack one of the big brawny guys, and I'll hit him for 8 hit points.
8 hit points. All right. Well, you take one of those dudes out.
All right, and then I would just be like,
thanks to your half-dead wizard.
I'd be like, "Roar!" And I just, if I have an opportunity, I would try to intimidate them.
All right.
With that scream of hellish horror.
Well, you kind of used an acrobatic skill already this turn.
That's true.
Maybe not very well, but you did.
Yeah. All right, cool. I'm done.
So yeah, I think we're probably about as far as we'll go with that one. All right, back to the top of the order. We have Pepsi. You have, let's see, we have one of the bark guys left, a couple of little bitey teeth guys left, and one of the brawn guys left.
And I think the orcs ran past the orc and half orc ran past the bark guy that was attacking Kama. It sounds like.
Okay, you said that the orcs
they sort of got blown all over the place.
Little ones have bitey metal teeth.
Yeah, there's a couple of the bitey metal teeth guys left.
Okay. Is the one that I hexed still up?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to take a shot on him.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and use my advantage.
don't have to use your advantage until you get a lousy roll.
Oh, okay. Well, that is a lousy roll because that's a 14, so I'll go ahead and use it. That's a total of 20.
Alrighty.
And I'm going to go ahead and hit him for 14.
Oh, you were totally going to take that guy out.
So I do sort of the war movie shoot as I'm moving back, and I'm moving over towards the elf.
All right. Now we're on the elf's turn.
Can I clarify the layout of the battlefield just a second as to where everybody is now?
Yeah, things are kind of scattered around. Because of the elf's shout, things kind of went flying every which way. But I mean, it is the elf's turn. And then it's going to be the monster's turn, so let's wait till we get to your turn and I'll clarify it then.
Okay.
So, Velan, the wizard, what are you doing?
He stands up and he's like, I believe I am a ghost. He puts his hand on his body. He's like, no, I'm not a ghost. And he turns towards how many goblins are left?
Let's see. 1, 2. There's a total of 3.
How close are they together?
They're kind of separated around due to your big shout and throwing them every which way.
Dang it.
I know. I think there was one close to you, though.
Oh. He's gonna look at the one closest to him, and he gets really angry. He's like, "You ruined my beautiful face!" And he pulls his hand back and he shoots Melf's acid arrow at him. So we just have to see if it hits, and then his ruining of his beautiful face has been avenged.
Okay. What is that?
Melf's acid arrow, a level 2 spell. Shimmering green arrow streaks towards target within range and bursts into a spray of acid. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 44 acid immediately, and 2d4 acid at the end of its next turn. On a miss, the arrow splashes the target with acid for half as much damage as the initial attack, and no damage at the end of its turn. So I'll just have to roll to see if I hit.
Right.
Does a 15 hit?
Let's see. The bronze, no. It does not hit a bronze.
Is it a touch attack?
Touch attack.
Okay, that. I don't know. That won't make any difference on this guy.
Well, apparently the ruining of his beautiful face has not been avenged yet. And
Okay.
I can't do anything else, so other than drink my thing.
Well, actually, it would be eating some of your beet, right?
Yeah.
All right, eat your beet.
I rolled the lowest possible score for the healing, so he's not having a good day today.
So you rolled a 1?
I know. I rolled 2.
Okay, plus 2, that gives you 4. 4 points of healing. And at least it's something.
He's so much for being the badass that he said he was.
Well, you kind of destroyed everybody. I mean, at this point, the three goblins that are left, look at all of you guys. Look at the 3 of them. Kind of nods their heads together and head off south down a passageway in the sewer that they came out of.
Opportunity attack!
If you have an opportunity, yeah, you should. Go for it. They want out.
Me too.
All right. I think actually there's one that's right next to the wizard. So he would get an opportunity attack, and then the others are next to the other guys.
Amok was on top of the wizard, and Kama was right there too.
So do they all three get? Well, they aren't all right next to him, or are they? Oh, geez. This is
Well,
out of control.
I
We only
missed.
get one attack each, anyways. With them.
Yeah, I can't use 2 hands. I only get 1 attack, and I missed. I rolled an 11.
Okay. What about you, John? Amok, excuse me.
Grump's not with us. I rolled a 9.
Yeah. You have something pointy that you can, or something you can do to attack with there,
I
Balin?
do have a ready non-ranged weapon, so I don't.
Yeah, I don't know if are you near anybody, Pepsi? I can't remember. Oh, that's terrible.
It is a lot of people, so just take
Him
your
and
time.
I were kind of farther back, and
I kind of thought
Well-
he was.
I'm up right by the elf.
Oh, that's right. He moved up next to the elf for healing purposes. So he gets an attack and the elf gets an attack.
I
Does it
don't
have-
because I had a ranged weapon readied.
Oh, okay. And so, can attack of opportunity be magical, Mr. Poland?
No. Oh well. I mean, unless you have the feat Warcast.
Okay, but he has at least a dagger or something.
Sure.
Okay, Galadrius, what are you going to poke at him with?
I have a longsword, actually.
All right, do it to it.
That's proficient with it because my high elfism. No, it's not. The 10.
Everybody's going to miss. And those 3 squirrely little goblins are dodging around and just like, we're out of here! And they're all just headed down that thing as fast as they can run off to the south.
Whoopee-kay!
And I personally am ready for a
it's my
very
turn.
well. You're not in combat anymore. Well, I guess you can shoot after them or something. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna
go for it.
use my cunning action to dash, and my movement action to dash, and then fire at the other bark-skinned one.
You wouldn't even need to do that. They aren't that far away yet.
Okay.
Let me see. How far can they move? Well, I guess they can go 30 feet, but it's an arrow.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'll use my bonus action to dash, and then I will fire. Okay. And that is 19 to hit.
All right. What were you shooting at?
The bigger bark-skin one.
The barkskin one. Okay, good.
And let's see. I don't think
that will hit.
I don't have disadvantage. Or yeah, I don't get sneak attack on it. I don't think.
No, I wouldn't think so. They got away from everybody.
And that would be 6 damage.
That'll kill it.
Sweet.
Yeah, I wasn't in very good shape. These guys are ready to get out of here.
Yeah, I fire that arrow and then see it hit him squarely, and I throw my bow over my head and go.
And the poor little goblin goes, ah! And falls over, twitching with blood coming out of it and spurts.
I would yell, but that's not what Pugsy does.
Pugsy hisses?
Pugsy makes weird dragonish noises.
I see. Pugsy, you managed to get out of this without getting hurt, didn't you?
Maybe. It's possible.
So did Pepsi.
I go up to the elf and hand him a tiny little bottle. And as he starts to look at it, you can see a little logo that says Dr. Pepper.
Oh, no.
I say, drink it!
That's for you, dummy.
Okay, well, he's gonna drink it.
Oh, one thing. As you go to drink it and you open your mouth, Pepsi's going to notice that your teeth are bright purple. From eating the beet.
Don't tell the high elf that. Don't tell him.
No, you won't notice. You won't know, but Pepsi will notice.
If she tells them,
It's a
though.
really interesting color.
And him, my teeth are not an interesting color at all. They're pure white. Don't tell him that they're purple, or he's gonna, scream like a little girl. But
Interesting. Seeing that exchange Snickers.
Do you drink it though?
Yeah.
And it tastes like Dr. Pepper. And you just got healed for your 4th level, right?
Yeah.
You just got healed for 14 hit points.
That's pretty good. And he's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, I can drink this stuff all night. Actually, just 2 seconds.
And then I offer one to Kama as well.
Oh, Kama drinks it immediately. Just, oh, thank you, little human.
And unfortunately, you only get, let's see, that would be 13.
Well, that'll put him right up there.
Kama back at maximum hit points.
Amak, how badly are you hurt?
Mock frowns. He's like, "Oh, me not hurt at all." But you can clearly see he's bleeding from a bunch of wounds.
Amok have too much pride.
Good.
Sorry about that. Go ahead.
I hand him one and tell him it tastes good.
Mock Tate grabs it. He looks at his brother where he drank one, then kind of shrugs and he drinks it.
Tastes disgusting, but make feel better.
Tastes bubbly, sort of cherry-like, but not really. It's gross.
Yeah, sort of like odd spicy.
Spicy, sugary, but not.
Right.
Right. Like Pixie.
Right.
And you get
Like
healed
Pixie.
for 11.
Oh, I love it. Tastes like Pixie.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, geez. Well, I think we're going to take a short break ourselves here.
Cool. Coffee break.
Yeah, it's a coffee break.
No.
No? You're just going to keep playing all by yourself with no DM and nobody else?
Play with myself all the time. Oh, wait, what?
Hmm.
Dang it, Carol. Now I'm home.
Now you're what?
Hungry.
I'm sorry, this is my dinner.
Food.
I'm pulling nuts and some brie, which Anna doesn't even like brie.
No, I
I don't know
don't.
what's wrong with her.
Shit. Bree's the worst town ever. Oh,
Like best-
you're eating cheese. Gotcha.
That's cheese.
Nobody's watching us in
That was Lord of the Rings humor.
Nothing to do but roll my eyes with this group. That's all they're good for.
No, you like us.
I adore you, all of you.
Aww.
Until I kill you.
I hope so. I was trying real hard.
To get killed?
Yeah. I'm a warrior. Rawr.
Yeah, so he likes suicide apparently. Because if you
Speaking of
Not like the elf.
Yeah, I was going to say, speaking of liking suicide, you did a heck of a job there, Elf.
he didn't mean to commit suicide.
Well, you actually just whacked the whole encounter down to almost nothing. That Thunderwave was brilliant.
If you tempt the GM, they say, "Yeah, I was hoping my character would die." You will die. It's not, like, yeah. I don't even have to roll for this because I'm pretty sure since you died, you actually grabbed his blade of the goblin and shoved it through your own heart.
I could have said that, huh? You would have.
Mean to do that. I didn't know my successful attack would result in me attacking myself.
I don't have to distract, I don't have to fight anyone. I just distract everybody and let the dragon lady kill everyone.
The Dragon Lady and the Elf, man.
I'm like, hey, look at me, and let everybody else kill everything. Me big, me no hide, me wall of flesh. You got a pointy stick.
You and Kama.
I have a +6 to hide, or just to stealth, and I couldn't even do it.
Hiding is tough.
I don't think I've successfully used stealth yet.
Yeah, but when you're doing so much damage anyways, it doesn't matter. It's okay.
As long as I attack.
Just stay near me. Yeah, just stay near me. I threaten everything within 10 feet because of my pike, so.
Sweet.
Pikes are cool. Who are we? We're missing Andre. Okay.
I should be using my shield so I don't die, but whatever.
You didn't die yet.
No grumptious in me now.
Dr.
But that yummy Dr. Pepper make me feel good. Kind of invincible.
I'm surprised you can get Dr. Pepper. Does Coke usually take the display space?
Is Dr. Pepper a Pepsi product? Or is it a Coke product?
It is actually independent and based on what region you're in, which company carries it.
I'm used to it being carried by Snapple, but I could. Yeah, okay. So it's regional.
It's older. It's older than both Coke and Pepsi.
You're back.
Yeah, it looks like Snapple bought the rights to it.
Hi, dog.
Although until we take a short rest, anyone who's taken one of those can't use it again.
Uh-oh.
I suppose that'll be the next thing. You guys are going to have to decide what you're going to do next.
Dragon Lady can heal us.
Dragon Lady can poke you full of holes.
I have some beets in my pocket that are supposed to be good for you. I
Poke
gave
it.
somebody, I think I gave them to Pepsi.
Pepsi could definitely use a good nap.
Dominic, you need to roll a 1d4.
1.
Okay, your teeth will be purple for 1 day.
Oh. He's gonna have nightmares about his teeth.
Well, even if he doesn't know if they're purple or not, but as the player, you need to know.
Yeah.
1 day of purpleness.
Oh, I'm definitely going to be making every little crack I can. And that he doesn't know what it means.
That'll be fun.
Are we back to playing?
I was just going to ask if everybody's ready to play.
I'm ready.
Yes.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to eat soon though, so we'll see how long I'll be able to last before I starve to death.
I
Knowing
think
you,
right.
10 minutes. We're going to play for probably about another hour. We're not going to run real long on these.
That
So-
leaves time for me to play some Spore.
What do you guys have in mind to do?
I'm going to carefully examine the corpses of the goblins in case there's any beer money or anything else. Cool.
The high elf's gonna go over to one of the goblins and kick his body. He's like, "He ruined my face," and he's gonna want to take a short rest after that, though, because he tired himself out after kicking the goblin.
So where do you intend to take this short rest?
Hopefully, not in the sewer. Sewer's water, at least.
Is this actually a chamber or is this just a spot in the path?
Okay, so the path comes in, and then it opens up into a pretty big chamber. In the distance, in the farthest end, you can see there's an exit. There's a couple of sort of side things, and then kind of off to the right, there's an exit, which is up to the north. And then south of you, where these guys came from, halfway up the chamber, there's an exit also. And behind you, to the northwest, you came in on the east side, is the exit out to the beach. But so far, you've only gotten the first big room in this whole dungeon.
How many exits are there from this room now?
4, 1 each direction. The one to the east is the way you came in. The one to the south is where all the goblins came out of and ran back into.
Okay. I don't really need to take a short rest. So can I do something while they're resting?
I need to.
Well-
Like chasing goblins? What are we doing?
We're going to split the party, man.
I'm going to scout.
Pepsi says, there's Gizmo, and the gears appear in his hand again and start to form into the bat.
Where does the sludge come from, by the way?
The sludge runs from the west towards the east. No, so it kind of goes in a straight channel, the length of this thing, and goes out the bottom where you came in.
Okay.
I would suggest that. I mean, where are you going to take this short rest if people are going to take a short rest?
I could sleep on
Are you going to stay in this chamber?
a muck. I could sleep on a muck.
Sleep on a
He's
muck.
large.
Are you going to stay in this chamber?
We can continue on for a little bit.
Okay, which way do you want to go? Or
I mean, if you guys did want to rest, I could do a little bit of exploration of the paths and see which way might be good to go.
I don't want to rest.
Comma, no rest. Comma, take goblin corpse and rip skull off of corpse. Take blood from skull, rub it on wall, and write fear me in goblin on wall. Throw skull on ground and start walking forward. Look at wizard and go, you need to hurry and follow.
so
The wizard's like, you can't boss me around. I am my own god.
Mark dipped his hand in blood and
Pugsy?
fixed what he wrote because he wrote it wrong.
I was going to say it only took him 3 letters to write "fear me." It was pretty amazing. Pugsy, by the way, you find 1 gold and 15 silver.
Right. Beer money, guys.
Let's see. Somewhere in here, there's supposed to be stuff. Oh well. Beer money.
They don't have any other interesting loot, just beer money.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Unless you want, like one of their nasty old goblin scimitars, which are kind of rusty and beat up and not very exciting looking. There's a short bow or two. They don't look real happy. What?
Lucy would turn her nose up at that, but she can't because it's already turned up.
Right. If you guys are going to leave this place, which
You can only turn it down.
you want to go?
I'm gonna send Gizmo down one of the tunnels.
Okay, which one? Northwest or south?
Whatever the first tunnel is.
Well, there's one going off each direction.
As I said.
Which way do the goblins go?
South.
Okay, south.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Amok says that in a disembodied voice because he's got stuff in his teeth and he can't talk properly.
No, that happened.
Well,
all right. Now how does the thing report back to you, Pepsi?
We can communicate telepathically within 100 feet, or I can look through its senses at 100 feet.
Okay. So it's gonna go. You probably only send it about 100 feet away, then, right?
I'm just asking it to look a little ahead.
Okay. So if you send it down where the goblins went, it will go south for about 30, 40 feet through kind of a windy and sort of tight corridor. It'll open up into a kind of large circular room whose ceiling's kind of broken down in a place or two. And it's probably gone about 50 feet or so. Do you want to keep sending it? Is that right? I figure 60. It's probably gone 60
pretty
feet.
much tell everyone what's going on.
Okay.
But once I start telling him to come back, I take what I've seen through its eyes at times and create basically the hologram map that you see in every game using minor illusion.
Okay. So the kind of what you see where it's got as far as that one room with the roof that's broken in. It has an exit out the south end of it.
Mm-hmm. That's down there.
Let's go.
Do you want to check the others first?
Oh, you take so long, yes.
Okay, I'll send him down the next corridor.
All right, if you go out to the west, you're going to find another kind of, this one's a pretty straightforward, the 15-foot wide, 15-foot tall, dwarven made tunnel with a 6-foot wide channel down the middle with a glowing green sludge and kind of going down it, making a little bit of light for everybody. And you'll see there's an old, nasty, badly decayed corpse kind of just slowly bumping its way down the channel. It's got a dagger in the back of it. Fortunately, your gear thing doesn't have any sense of smell. It's kind of bloated and horrid.
And then I'll send him down the third corridor.
Okay. One thing you'll notice though in this round chamber is that there is an exit continuing straight forward, and then there's one to the south.
Okay.
But there's nothing. You don't actually run into anything alive in that section.
And as soon as I sense all that, it will pop up on the holo map.
All right. And then you're going to send him to the northern one?
Yep.
And he will go, let's see. Yeah, he will go pretty much straight due north. And there again, this is a fairly well-made dwarven corridor. It's not too bad. It's not it's not a whole lot fancier or anything, any of the other ones. It just goes north and it comes to kind of a hexagonal room with a bunch of crates and stuff in it.
Okay, and once I see what's in there,
exit off to the northwest.
on my map.
Yeah, and that one has an exit to the northwest.
Whoops, I missed something.
But there's no life in that noticeable in those at this time.
The one to the north goes to a chamber with an exit to the northwest?
Yes, kind of a hexagonal chamber with debris and boxes and stuff in it. Nothing like exciting. Lest you get, oh, boxes full of stuff. No, just junk.
And then basically once it comes back, I ask where we're going.
Well, goblins cowards. So where you find goblins, you do not find big monster.
We need to kill the shark men.
Right. So goblins not near sharkmen. So we don't go where goblins are.
Wait, brother. Sometimes goblins work for bigger creatures.
But we no see bigger creatures. And he would be pointing to like the hologram.
Ignoring the fact there's exits out of all those rooms.
No, absolutely. I mean, come on.
Comma.
He's not going to give you what you want. The comma's only going to say what is like the most rudimentary and like low intelligence observation he can give.
I think we should follow this green slime. Find what makes it green. Kill it.
Big monster there? Shark there? We go there that way then. I think brother not right. I not sure. Brother, is shark with goblins?
I don't know, brother.
Why you wanna go follow green slime, dragon lady?
We get money if we fix green slime.
Money.
We get money for killing sharkmen. And beer.
Beer?
Fixing sick people.
Who cares about them?
We
That
kill
is
them.
what you get money for.
I think the green slime makes sick people. Fix the green slime. Kill the shark man. Get money.
Did you say green slime take me to Sharkman?
I think so.
Why didn't you say that from the beginning?
We
Here,
got
So much time looking all over.
Everybody talks so much.
Flappy Smoky fly all over. We stand here, look at pretty lights.
elf try to put on makeup. Oh,
Does the elf actually have an opinion here, people? Let's give him a chance.
The elf's like, Sharkin? They didn't tell me about these Sharkin. I was like, how'd you not wear makeup? It is fashionable sense. It's not makeup. Eyeliner is definitely not makeup. It improves your facial features.
Pepsi, do you have any theories here? You've got should have a horse in this race too.
Pepsi just scouts and makes the map because he's learned a long time ago that the Orc brothers are going to do what the Orc brothers are going to do, and there's no sense in fighting it.
Smart
Yep.
Pepsi.
You know, force of nature, better to go with it than try to fight it.
Yep, that
I'm
makes
an
sense.
unstoppable force.
Kama walk up to Pepsi, put hand on shoulder. You smart. Let's go.
All right. So we are headed.
To green slime, what Dragon Lady say.
Follow the
Shark
green
fin.
slime. Let's see.
I'm going to attempt to move stealthily as we move forward behind the party, bringing up the rear.
And what are you gonna roll?
That would be a total of 25.
Chances are you won't die too quickly, unlike everybody else.
Yeah, I'm gonna die because in one hit I'm gonna die because I don't have that very many hit points left.
Well,
Yeah.
no, you got healed up for quite a bit, didn't you?
Yeah, actually, never mind. He's not gonna die in one hit and go flying through the sewers. He came back out the entrance without a head, apparently.
All right.
Or is a shark?
Hmm?
Nothing.
You should be doing pretty good. You got healed up by me and you ate the beat.
Yeah, I'm actually doing quite well, so.
All right. So we're gonna head west. Yeah, just a half a second here.
Yeah, but who in their right mind would think the Infernal Warlock can be medic?
I like it.
Whatever works.
Yeah, me, totally.
Yeah, like you guys know the difference.
The elf's like,
The warlock? What?
Yeah, I don't know what a warlock is or any of those things, right?
I haven't seen anything infernal. Just a shotgun and bat.
yeah. The elf's gonna be like, oh, I'm leaving. And I would imagine, like, Kama would grab him by his collar and just start dragging him. Because, he's afraid of Sharkman right now. And he just turns around and, starts walking and I believe Kama would grab him.
Hey. Come.
Stay close.
Yeah. And you're just, like, dragging him along. His feet are just dragging on the ground with, his heels are on the ground dragging. He's like, hey.
You pretty strong elf, huh?
Yeah, it really shows since there's, like, 300-pound, heavily muscled orc dragging him around.
All right. So yes, as you head west, you go into the tunnel, which is one of those 15-foot wide tunnels with the thing in it, and you come into that roundish room that has the decaying corpse floating face down with a dagger in the back of it. Oh, as you start to enter that room, it smells so bad. It smells like something that died a week ago, and this corpse is bloated and nasty and kind of pussy looking. And
the closer we get to it, the slower Pepsi gets, and the brothers seem to get about a little further out of him. And then he just kind of tries to disappear. And probably does a pretty good job of it because that's a 23 stealth roll.
So yes, so we have Pepsi just sneaking around, and we have Pepsi and Pugsy both are just sneaking around, and I'm sure that the elf is wondering what happened to half of his party. I don't know if the Orc brothers notice or not.
The
But
elf's
they're
like,
kind of used to
Mock
it.
not care.
Yeah, no.
the elf's like, they've disappeared. I'm gonna disappear next. No.
How does the smell affect the elf?
You can tell he's never smelled anything this bad, and it's gonna affect him a little bit differently than most people. Most people are like, "Oh, that's gross." He's gonna pass out. He's gonna be like, "Yeah."
Well, before you just randomly pass out, why don't you roll me a Constitution check?
Well, I wouldn't really imagine him passing out. He's just gonna fake it like he did with Undead. He rolled a critical failure, by the way, so he definitely did pass out.
I guess he needed that short rest after all.
See, I wanted a short rest and see what I got. Yeah, I got what I wanted.
I think though that actually, rather than actually passing out, you probably started puking in this.
Mock smiles and steps over him and goes over to the body and begins to poke it with his pike.
It's definitely going to improve the smell, all right? When he pukes, he's just going to start puking even more. It's going to escalate from there. It's never-ending puke.
It's probably bright purple.
Yes, his puke is bright purple, definitely, with his teeth. I can see it.
And he's like, "What the heck happened to my puke?" And
Oh dear.
there's like a beady taste in my mouth now.
As you get into this area, there's a fairly broad tunnel that goes south, and then this one that kind of continues west.
Where does the glowing stuff come from?
The green slime stuff comes from the west.
If the orcs continue to follow the green slime, Pugsy is going to continue to move stealthily and explore about 50 feet down the southern tunnel.
Kama will go.
Oh,
Sharkman!
what?
What?
I'm sorry, I didn't.
Kama screams out Sharkman at the top of his lungs. Sharkman!
Oh, jeez. Hang on here. Yeah, as you go down that tunnel, Pugs. Sadly, you don't find a shark man. But you do come to another little room about 40 feet down, and it's just kind of a smallish room. Let's see, I lost my thing again. In this room, you see a little girl. You kind of go into this little, and there's just this little girl just weeping quietly. And she's going, "Mommy, where are you?" There's a little hole in the ceiling. There's a light in there. And that's what Pugsy finds in there is this poor little girl crying and kind of looking, "Where's Mommy? Where are you?"
Why grow here? Who grow?
Well, you wouldn't know anything about it. This is Pugsy going off on her own. And
Oh, okay. I'm going to retcon that.
So Pugsy has to make a decision.
Pugsy will return to the party and tell them what she found.
All right. Now Kama can comment.
Pugsy appears out of nowhere.
Girl. Eat, girl. Best food in this place. There's no food in the sewer. let's eat girl.
You make the girl sick like everything else here.
Oh, fine. So we help girl. We getting too many people. First we get very mean talking wizard who say bad things about Kama. Kama want to choke him, but then he want to go ahead and say he powerful enough to go into sewer, but then he almost die. So then Kama's brother Amok save him. Now he with us. Now we got a little girl. How many people gonna go in the sewer?
I saved you all. I'm actually the true hero, by the way. I did damage to all the goblins. You only killed a couple. I did damage to all of them.
Nah. You use magic. Magic stuff for cowards.
He would bang his war hammers together that look like the skulls of humans.
People who use magic get tired. Common don't get tired.
I actually feel like I'm more dead now than tired, but that was only a
With
side
purple
effect.
slime hanging off your chin, I imagine you do.
Alright. So, Kama would just say,
Dragon lady, you want to go help baby girl? But if she monster, I'm killing her and eating her.
We should leave her to your choose.
Actually, if they're talking about this, I say, why don't we do it the easy way? And then I make a copy of myself with minor illusion. And it goes out to talk to her.
See? Party getting double in size. More humans now.
How far? How far can your minor illusion go away from you?
I think it's like 120 feet.
Okay.
Let me double check.
More humans. No, you're gonna be surrounded. They breathe like rats.
I think that not real human.
Look real human to me. Oh. What you do, human? You have 2 human now.
It's still Pepsi.
Actually, the range is 30 feet.
Okay. Well, that's not gonna go as far as the chamber with the little girl in it.
Well, I keep it going until we get to the point that I can actually do that.
yeah,
Okay.
I'll walk with Pepsi to make sure that he's safe and just keep on talking to Pepsi, saying stuff like,
How there 2 of you, Pepsi?
What does a mock do?
I think Amok is still poking the dead body with a dagger in its back.
Okay.
Never
Is
told me
there any
what happened.
purpose? Is there some purpose to this?
Because a dead body is interesting to Amok and John.
It's just a really nasty dead body, and when you poke it, nasty old things come flowing out of it into the green sludge.
And the high elf is now on his knees, puking even more. So he's like, now there's like a river of purple stuff floating down.
Floating down the green stuff, yes.
Purple bait.
Yeah, but it's floating in the green stuff. And what is Pugsy doing?
Accompanying Pepsi and Kama.
Okay.
Several steps behind with her bow at ready.
Somebody has sense. So eventually get to the point where the imitation Pepsi goes into the room with the little girl. And she sees it and she goes, "Do you know where my mommy is? I haven't seen her. I'm so tired and hungry and scared," and she starts to just cry.
I'm sorry, I don't know where your mommy is. Maybe we can find her.
And she looks around you know, she kind of points off behind her to the south, on the southwest, where there's another exit to this room. She used to be back there, but I haven't seen her, and I'm just so hungry.
And
I want my mommy.
The high elf is still puking in the background, adding to like the background music, the background noise.
Dry heaves by now, I'm sure.
Yeah, like in there's some sort of movie that did. Oh, never mind. But he's like, so
Puke music, huh? All right.
Kama will walk up to the baby and kneel down on one knee. His war hammers would touch the stone and make a boom kind of sound. And then he would look at the baby girl and go, "How long your mommy gone?"
I don't know. It's dark in here. I don't know how long it's been. There was a little food and some water. She has a little tin thing with some water in it, but that's it.
I go ahead and get, once Pepsi pretty much walks into his own illusion, he hands her a piece of rations.
And she looks at. She's probably maybe 6 or 7 years old, maybe. She's all dirty and her face is all smeared from crying. And
Kama would take his thumb and wipe a tear away and say, "Kama lost mommy. Long time ago. Kama find your mommy."
she looks up at him, and tears still streaming down her face, but there's like it's a little bit more light in her eyes.
Pugsy is going to attempt to hide and move stealthily again.
Okay.
And that would be a total roll of 23.
Okay. She said, she
And
just kind
once
of
we calm
points
down
back.
the little girl, I'm going to go ahead and use prestidigitation to clean her back up. And I look at her and say, "You can't be this dirty for mommy."
And she kind of nods her head, and her eyes are all big. She's kind of looking around, suddenly realizing that this seemingly comforting being is an enormous and rather ugly creature.
Kama would put his hand up, almost like his brother would know what he's doing, but Kama's actually asking for water from Amak, but he wouldn't even say it. His hand would just go up.
I think Amak's off poking the corpse 30 or 40 feet away.
Kama would look at his hand and go, "Where Amak?"
Oh no.
"Give me water." Actually, Kama would look through his bag and he would probably find a water skin there. And he would give it to the girl and say, "You stay here. I go get little big brother. We scary. You stay still, we find mother. Don't
Mommy?
move."
You find mommy?
Yes.
She takes the water skin and kind of hugs it almost like a stuffed animal.
Don't move.
She's like, I think mommy's that way. And she points, farther down the tunnel that you'd gone to get to her.
Oh, she's pointing in the direction from which we came.
No, farther down the tunnel.
Oh. Okay, all
away
right.
from the way you came.
All right, so Kama would stand up and look at the dragon lady, the human, and the elf, and he would say, "Stay here with girl. I go get brother."
I think the elf is back puking at the body too, to be honest.
Okay, well, it just,
I don't know where he is exactly.
For the sake of whoever is around him, he's just going to say, "Stay here."
Actually, at this point, I'll send Gizmo down, and he's going to basically peck at him until he starts coming this way. Gizmo's just a lot faster.
Yep.
Pecking at a mock or
Yeah. Amok.
Amok standing there begins to swat at Flappy Smoky, just shooing him away, waiting for the elf to get up.
Velen, are you going to follow this thing, or?
Well, he's still partially heaving on the ground. He stands up and he's a little lightheaded. And he starts stumbling around, and when he regains his composure, he actually first notices the little girl.
Well, he's not. I mean, I thought he was back in the room with puking, but
Oh, he was.
okay. But he could start following Gizmo down the trail.
Yeah, Gizmo.
Gizmo is a bat familiar, but it's done in gnomish style.
Steampunk.
Think of a steampunk bat.
That's a little creepy. I don't want a giant robotic flying bat.
I wouldn't call it giant. It's a normal sized bat.
I bet its bite hurts because, robotics are way stronger than normal bats.
Right.
Only bat comma like.
Not real bat. Not scary.
Nah, right. So does
And
Amok
also, it can't be ate.
Right.
does Amok make his way back? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, I mean, if the elf, he's waiting for the elf. He's protecting the elf. He doesn't know what the fuck's going on, so he's just waiting. And
Gotcha.
if the elf goes back, then he will follow him. Otherwise, he'll stand there watching over him to make sure he doesn't get killed.
Okay, all right. So the elf is coming back with
Yeah.
Amok now, and eventually they'll make their way back and probably see us standing there waiting for them.
Yes. All right. So you're all together. I take it you're going to leave the little girl with her water and go look for her mommy.
Yeah, Kama will point at the little girl, and his index finger is like almost the size of half of her face. And then he would look at Amok and say, "Girl lost mommy. We got find mommy."
Amok sighs audibly. Kama, you fall for things all the time. We need to kill the shark men.
What if mommy, shark woman?
Then we kill her.
Okay, let's go.
Sounds fair.
All right. So you head down southwest in this corridor, and it's kind of it's a little narrow, particularly for the big members of our party, and they have to travel single file. And there's the walls have sort of dripping moss, and there's sort of this dim glow from the green gunk that's still bits of it here and there. The big guys are gonna have to duck their heads sometimes, or even kind of bend over, or because if they're not careful, they're gonna get their heads smacked. And let's see. When you get to the end of that, oh, I know. Sorry. All right. You come into a, let's see, okay. You come to a place where there's a T in the road, and you can either kind of go to the southeast, which looks like it's been much more traveled, or to the northwest.
Kama look at Dragon Lady, human, and elf, and just wait for them to orienteer them in this maze.
If girl's mama taken by goblins, probably we go left toward the goblins.
I pull out my packet of gears again. and Gizmo starts to piece himself back together again, and I send him down both tunnels.
Okay. Well, the one room, if you go to the right, is basically going to have some old rusty weapons in it and not really a whole bunch more. But if you go down the other way, you'll come into a kind of an octagonal room, and you're going to see there's, let's see, it's got a single flickering torch with a blood red flame in it. There's rickety shelves and desks scattered around the room, cluttered with items, beakers, flasks, bottles of all kinds, filled with strange, swirling liquids. Books lay splayed open, and stacks of scrolls line the shelves. There's a threadbare blanket sprawled across the floor, and everything seems to be covered in a thick, translucent slime. So that's what Gizmo sees when he goes in that room.
So the hologram comes up.
We should burn it.
Boom.
Burn it.
And at that, the hologram sort of adds all where we've already been. It's the ever-evolving map. The MMO map.
Yes, I've seen those.
It kind of reminds me of the map in Prometheus.
So are you going to head down there?
Is it the same color as the slime that we've been seeing everywhere else?
No, not so much.
We should burn it.
Burn it.
Okay. I sort of stand back and say, have at it, guys, if you want.
Every time the human has said something like "have at it" or "go ahead" or something like that, it's going to be like a routine that Kama grabs both his maces and he's going to get ready to fight. He just goes, "Right," and he just continues to walk in the direction that the map showed the open room at, ignoring the rusty weapons.
Okay. Take it everybody will follow.
I ask Pepsi, is it magic? Is it going to burn us?
Pepsi, did you hear that?
You see him kind of point over his shoulder. I don't know. You might ask the wizard.
Elf.
At the elf. Wizard. Is it magic? Is it going to burn us?
What are you guys talking about again? I was hearing, the conversation with the map and the weapons.
The big open room has got some sort of translucent slime in it. I guess that's probably what she's talking about.
Well, the wizard's gonna.
It's got like a blood torch and slime. And
That's true. It does have a torch with the red flickering flame, which is a little weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
The wizard's going to avoid it even if it's not dangerous because, his robe's already quite gross, but he just wants to, maintain the somewhat prettiness
They're
of his
wondering
robes.
if you could do an Arcana check to find out if there's dangerous magic in there as you approach it.
You don't have to go in, but
13 for my Arcana.
That'll tell you that there's lots of
And
kind
I'll
of
do the aid action because I do have proficiency in Arcana.
perfect. Yeah, I like detect magic. Actually, rather than Arcana.
Oh,
Try
I
to do
don't.
it.
The problem is I don't know if any of us have it.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't have detect
His
magic.
Arcana check is enough for him to know that there is magical stuff going on in there. I guess. Well, we'll keep moving.
Magic's magic.
But does anybody actually go in and look around the room? That's the question.
Uh,
Well, where's my brother? Before I go in, I have to make sure that my brother's close to me.
Mock is right behind you. He's not doing anything.
Okay, cool.
Before we go in,
Man in here and no way out of this room. I'm not going to go in it. It's a waste of time.
before we go in it, I'm going to use. You're going to see the gauntlets that I wear glow a little, and you hear sort of the weird clunking of metals and stuff like that. And then you see sort of an illusion of my hand reach out and try to snuff out the torch. I'm using Mage Hand.
Okay, I don't think the torch snuffs out. It's kind of like one of those candles on a cake, birthday cake. When you pinch it out, it lights up again. It's kind of an ever burning torch thing. But
Amok.
are you gonna go look around in the books and the bottles and beakers and flasks and?
Is it? This is
Well,
Amok brings up a great point. Is there no exit to this room?
No, there's no exit out the back of the room. There's a lot of interesting things in it.
It's all covered in slime.
Now, is there a door? Or is it just open to the corridor?
It's I think it's just open to the corridor.
Velen also knows this, or notices this. Sorry, and he's starting to like this trip into the sewers even less.
All right, so Kama's gonna go in the room, and just out of pure frustration, looking around and noticing the slime all over the floor, and noticing that the flame on the torch has not been put out by this big, gigantic magic hand. He's just gonna start to, just mother not here, and then he would just like start swiping the books off of the shelf onto the floor.
I think he might notice that there's one of the books that's sitting on the desk. Looks like somebody was writing notes on it. I mean, he's not really into that kind of thing, but he might notice it.
Kama would just walk up to the book, smell it, and he would just walk away from it and still start knocking books down out of frustration.
Do me a perception check.
Okay. All right. Perception check. Oh boy. I am not very observant in any way.
Oh, what's your passive perception?
Well, I just get a straight D20 for my regular perception. I think my passive is 14. Let me see.
Oh, okay.
My passive perception is 10.
Oh, okay. Does anybody else want to go look around before he destroys?
I'll go in and look. And also, I will take any of the glass vials that I think would be useful. I am an alchemist after all.
Okay, and what is your perception? Passive perception?
My passive is 10.
Okay, roll me a perception check then.
I'm also going to go in there.
That's even worse.
Just a
Okay, well,
heads
you
up,
will notice.
I did roll an 18 on that roll, but continue. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, you didn't tell me.
Okay.
Well,
No, look, you take care of him first, and just
that's okay.
just
One
so
of the things, even without a lot of perception, that people are going to notice that in one of the shelves, there's a series of cloudy glass jars, and each one has a single fish in it in water, and the fish are all in various states of mutation. Like one of them has extra fins or eyes, and one has a second head emerging from it. But as it goes down the row, you'll see the final fish is perfectly normal and swimming happily in its jar. So
I'm going to investigate. I'm going to make an investigation check here.
well, we need to finish with Andres
Oh,
because he actually did roll well.
okay.
And what he's probably let's see. He's going to find this. Maybe he's going to actually stop and look at this journal after all, because there's definitely some scrawled notes there. And when he smells, that was right. We were doing the smell thing.
Yeah.
It smells like an octopus. With that roll.
He would just kind of back away, and just I don't think that even orcs would like the smell of octopus because they're such.
They're yummy.
Yeah,
But that's why orcs don't like them.
Yeah, but just the smell, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
it would be so foreign. that he wouldn't even. I don't think that he would put like 2 and 2 together. He would look at the journal though, and then he would point at the wizard and the human and possibly the dragon lady and go, magic words. Somebody write something.
The wizard would finally give into his curiosity and go in there and grab the journal and start to read it.
Okay, yeah, it's sort of a little slimy and mucusy too, but you read the journal. It belonged to someone named Susanna, and it details her studies. And it appears that she was a researcher, a mage in training from the Arcanus Collegium in Durn, which is the city the sewers come from. And she delved into the sewers to investigate the pollution. Her journal includes some notable passages. My worst fears have been confirmed. The brewing and bottling of potions here in the Collegium has caused the sewers beneath the city to become polluted with arcane wastes and unsavory magical byproducts. How could we have been so careless? These ingredients were dangerous alone, but they're absolutely volatile when combined. I'm unsure where these sewers empty, but I intend to find out. And then later, another note. The sewers empty 3 days to the southeast, into Bleakwater Bay. This poor village, Sandwall it's called, is suffering from some kind of sickness, still in its early stages. From eating contaminated fish, no doubt. I must do what I can to neutralize this pollution. Being down here in the sewers makes me feel quite odd, though. I find myself having to triple-check my work, something I am not accustomed to. Then there's another note. I witnessed a large fin cresting the water in the channels today. Sharks, how strange. And then later down, the cure is so simple. There's no magic involved, no complex formula, it's just dilution. If the pollution is diluted enough with clean water, the alchemical components cannot take an active hold. My task here is almost done. I must only find a way to flood these channels with clean water. And then the next note. And they're getting a little sloppier now. I slipped today running from rats. I didn't go under, thank the stars. But my leg did touch the polluted water. I cleaned it as thoroughly as one can in these surroundings. The next note. Something is happening. I fear I am not myself, and I feel more ill by the day. And then the next one. Tell my daughter I'm sorry, and the writing's getting really quite sloppy and odd. Tell Shannon that I love her, and I'm so sorry. And after that, there's just haphazard scribbles, and the remaining pages are stuck together with mucus. And then
I have a feeling I know who Shannon is, the little girl.
I hope so. Otherwise, it's very complicated.
Yeah, she's just a random little girl that got lost in the sewers.
Right. And somebody else lost their daughter, but it was somebody else entirely.
Yeah, the story has no end at all. You know, it's completely, it's called
The Never-Ending Sewers.
This is gonna go horribly. We must reach the bottom, but it's the abyss, sir.
So as you were all kind of standing around and probably looking at this and thinking about it, and realize, let's see, someone else would have found some old maintenance records among the books and scrolls that do confirm that the sewers carry wastewater from the city of Durn, but that a pressurized return pipes carry water from Bleakwater Bay upland to the city. So you've been poking around and pretty much found everything, except for it's kind of nasty with the mucus. And then you hear this wet sliding sound. Something moves within the shadows.
We all do?
Yes. Something moves in the shadows in the back of that room behind the torch, where it was still pretty dark.
There's a table next to me, right?
Yeah.
I backflip onto the table and turn around with both my hammers, and I just yell out my brother's name, Amok!
You can try to do a backflip.
Do you think we should have to roll acrobatics? Yes.
Now,
Nah, he can do a backflip. That isn't anything special.
A 300-pound orc backflip on the table.
Darn tootin'. But, it'll be fine. What could go wrong?
The table's now on the ground.
No, he's standing up. It says, there is a glint. There's eyes peering from the darkness. They appear almost human until 3 more eyes open. An aberrant creature with no discernible shape, other than a heaving, fleshy mass of limbs, lurches towards you.
Amok! All right, so are we rolling initiative?
Maybe not quite yet.
Okay.
Why not?
Why not? Oh, yeah, I suppose we could roll initiative. Well, that makes a certain amount of
The
sense.
problem here is, like, as players, we know a lot that's going on, but Mock and Kama do not give 2 shits about any story.
No.
Right,
Well,
right.
Yeah,
Right.
kill
I
the
figure
poor
there's people in this
octopus
group
woman.
that do care a
Yeah.
little.
I just all Kama cares about is like killing. So like as soon as he hears some slithering shit and eyes coming out the ground, he's like, "Brother, let's fight." So he keeps on yelling for a mock. Like they could read all the stories and theses they want. I'm killing
Right.
shit.
Yep.
I
Somebody
actually-
has to.
Actually,
I feel bad for her.
when Kama tries to do that, I shout at him, "This may be her mother."
Kama would say something. If a multiple-limbed creature with many eyes comes out, Kama would say to a mock, "Kill the mother!"
And with that, can I do a minor illusion to make the sound of the little girl's voice that we just left saying mother?
Sure, go ahead. Or I'm just assuming that you quickly make this minor illusion. Mother, where are you? And this thing kind of slithers and mumbles out this word, Shannon, and then the eyes blink at the adventurers. She actually, you hear her say, at least it sounds like she's saying, "Kill me."
Okay.
Okay.
No problem.
Colin's gonna be like, "Yeah, let's do this now, folks."
And she's going to kind of thrash around a little, but she's not even going to protect herself. She's just...
So
She doesn't-
Kama would take both of his maces and just swing. He would open his arms with both his maces by the his warhammers by his side, and then he would just bring his hands together like this, bah, and smash the head of the mother right between both warhammers. And he would look back at his brother Amok and say, "Mother dead."
I don't know, how much damage would you have done to it with both your warhammers? You don't even have to roll to hit. Just roll me damage.
Assuming that she provides no defense, it would be 18 times 2. 39 points of damage.
Yeah, you just explode her poor octopoid head. You hear her as she starts to, as that blow comes, she's like, "Thanks." Squirt.
The high elf was like, "Good blow, sir. Good blow indeed."
Kama would look at the dragon lady, and for a moment he would have almost a conscience, and he would say, "Kama did right. Right?"
Mother, no mother to little girl anymore. And I nod.
Good.
Nobody wants that for a mother. You just don't.
Is if I would look at Amok and I would point at the torch and I would say, "Burn it."
It's already burning.
Amok
No,
nods.
Yeah, Amok knows what I'm talking about. Go ahead.
Yeah, Amok walks over and will pull the torch off the wall. And then step forward and burn the body. And then begin to burn everything else in the room that's Burn it. Flammable.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, burn it.
When I see him start to pull the torch and start to burn stuff, I am gonna grab the book about the sewers and the journal and tuck them in my pack.
I would make sure that those get grabbed also.
All right. And she had stated the only reason I said burn it is because she had stated there was an air hole or ventilation in the room. So yeah, we're safe. I didn't want to suffocate us in the dungeon, but once I figured that there was some form of ventilation, I was like, yeah, let's burn this fucking place. No knowledge, no lore shall remain. Orcs leave death and destruction.
The high elf, since he's a wizard and all the knowledge is there,
Yeah.
stuff that's burning. He's like, no. He's on his knees and crying with like a burning book in his lap.
All right. Kama would pat Amok on the back after Amok burns everything, and then he would walk up to the dragon lady, and he would say, as well as the elf and the human, and he would look all three of them in the face and say, "Now we go get girl."
I nod.
The other book that I do look for real quick is her spell book. She's
It's on fire, John. It's on fire, man. We burned the whole place down, man. I'm just teasing, dude.
Maybe it's the one that's on fire.
There's nothing left.
I would think. Give me let's see, what kind of roll? What kind of roll would he use to find that book really quickly?
Dexterity.
Give me a dexterity roll or an investigation because you're looking for a specific book. Maybe you can find it quickly enough to get it. Whichever's better for you.
That would be a 12.
I think that book's going up in flames. Sorry about that. You find the book right at the last minute, but it's already on fire, and maybe you can beat the fire out. Perhaps you'll find one spell left with that. And we'll decide between the sessions.
It was a long shot for me to get any spells out of that anyway. I just thought it would be convenient for the other wizard.
Well, for whoever ends up with it, maybe you can use a spell, but probably the wizard can. Maybe it's one he's already got.
You can keep it, but I have plenty of spells left, so I have lots of spells in my spell book.
Wizards always want to learn spells. At any rate.
I could learn it, but he still could use it.
Yeah. In the meantime, you're leaving this poor burning room behind you and going back to the girl.
At the tea, when they go to deal with the girl, I'm going to go up to the rusty weapon room real quick and do a quick investigation in case there's anything decent in the rusty weapons.
I imagine when we left the room, they're all walking cool and everything in spy movies, and it just blows up behind them. They're like, yeah.
Let's see.
Would you like me to roll?
Just a second.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and roll an investigation. See if you can find a useful weapon in there.
Total of 18.
I think that you're going to find, like I said, mostly rusted blades. Probably one of them is in a little better shape than the others. Sadly, I don't think it's particularly better than what you've got. You and your silver. No, it's not silver.
If it's not better than what I got, I just leave it and hurry to catch up with everyone.
Alrighty. You put all your initiatives, so we're not going to fight anything.
Auntie would loot
people.
anything, including a mouse's head.
Well, that's her job. Somebody's got to keep you guys supplied with beer money.
I have to check. I have to check if there's something worth taking. It's
And
not
check-
something if I need more than you do.
I check the mouse's head. Is there anything worth taking in here? Oh, I guess not.
Yeah, well, I guess you're going to make it back to the, kind of squeeze your way through the narrow, nasty corridor with its dripping moss and get back to poor little Shannon. He's like, "You're back. Did you find my mother?"
Kama would.
She did.
Yeah, sure.
What did you say?
She's dead. Go home.
She's dead. And then she starts crying again. Just weeping.
Kama,
Mommy!
Kama would look at Amok and go, "Roar." And he would just there would be like a roar of discontent, like, "Damn you. I was going to say something," but he walks up to the baby and he picks her up while she's crying and he puts her on his shoulders and he says, "I'm your mama now."
Hangs her head on the ceiling. Not
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, she's in the conscious hanging with limbs.
it makes sense since, you have a fair amount of fat on you. You can have man boobies.
Yeah, there you go. So he's just has
She's like
he
6
has
or 7. She doesn't need boobies.
he would probably look at Mock and the Dragon Lady for help, and he would just want somebody to help strap her to his back, and then
I'll use very much.
he would just say, and while she's being strapped to his back, and he would whisper in Mock's ear, really, really softly. Maybe she would probably hear this or not, and then he would go, "Fresh food."
No! All right.
And the high elf just that's just life for you. Especially after Mock said, your mother's dead, and the high elf's just yep, life takes its toll on everybody. See, I'm 200 years old, and I'm the last one of my family. So I will not tell you about the freak accident of the giant magic fireball that I accidentally created.
At least you had a family.
They only lasted for, 10 years once I was practicing magic, because that fireball was a total accident.
Pugsy just glares.
We could assume that the girl is strapped to the back, and Amok now knows what Kama's up to, so he would just Kama would smile and say,
I think the girl fell asleep. I think she was just exhausted.
"Yeah."
She
So,
just fell asleep as soon as she got warm and comfortable and clean and dry and had a little food and a little water.
Cool.
She just...
All right.
Now your crazy man has one little girl.
Traveling with
An
my
extra high
rations
elf.
on my back.
Those orcs are evil.
Yeah, I know. I've been
We
worried
have
about that
not
the whole
done
campaign.
anything evil yet.
Not quite.
We
Not
enter
quite.
her with no food and no water. I'm drinking her blood and eating her thighs if I get hungry.
Yeah, chicken thighs. Or chicken thighs.
Whatever, that's where the most meat is.
unless you like eating stomach, which bile does not taste good. So.
Yeah, I'll take it all.
You're
Hey,
gonna get back to your main corridor a bit. Now this is about the time that everybody wanted to stop because it's late back east, and even if it's not here.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And I think we'll probably have about enough left to keep us busy on the next session. Hopefully, we'll finish it up.
All right, cool.
Where is Sharkman?
I don't know how else.
Well, maybe people will read the maintenance records.
Ooh.
Reading is dumb.
Reading is dumb. The half elf heard you, and he's like, "Yeah, it's only dumb for people who don't have any brain."
Kama would look at Amok and say,
Half elf say he the toughest and can handle sewers. Oh, those books not help him.
Actually, the only reason he did anything cool was all those books.
Yeah, That's not what we're talking about, DM. Stop being defensive. Jeez. It's like, anyway, so the
Yeah.
point is that he's exhausted. Kama's got flesh and bones strapped to him. He's hungry. We're going to eat like kings. We're going to devour this child. We're going to get deep into this freaking sewer. It's going to be awesome.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, it will be interesting.
yes, indeed.
All right, I guess that's where we're going to finish for the day. And,
With horrible nightmares at night now.
Yep.
Thank you very much for running the game. Have fun.
Yeah, well, thank you guys all for playing with me. I really totally enjoy you.
This was very fun.